it's Sammy and I have Project Life spreads. I finally got my order. I think I ordered these like right after March ended. I made sure I got my March layouts done for my photo a day and then ordered these, and they go all the way back to being pregnant with Stella, and there's a little picture of Stella being born. I really am so proud of myself. Look how thick that stack is. It was nearly $200 worth of layouts. So in this video, I'm just going to walk through like a couple of the noteworthy pages and talk about how photo a day is going. But in my next video, it's going to be just a down and dirty getting these in albums. I'll have my albums spread out over the desk and just chat with you guys as I'm loading the albums with all of these layouts. These go back years and years, you know. Stella was born in 2019, so I've got lots of 2019 and maybe even before 2019 layouts in here to put in albums. So I'm super excited to start diving into this pack. So like I said, it's going to be like a two-part thing. Today we're going to just talk about how Project Life Photo a Day 2023 is going. It is almost mid-April and I am still chugging away at the photo a day. I'm going to show you guys how I do quick catch-up because I miss a few days here and there, and I just do a quick catch-up really quick, get back on track, and it's been working really well. And I've got 3 months worth of layouts already printed, which I'm super proud of myself. We're going to go ahead and hop and switch camera angles real quick and I'll show you guys what I did. We are scrapping. It's really just putting things in an album, but I'm going to show you guys how I get caught up on my Project Life. I will have to blur some things here and there, inappropriate pictures or names of people and things, but here is what we've got going on. I ended up starting my January Project Life with just a hello year, and I did this for a different year too. I was flipping through and it was very similar, like a different hello card and then the year for the beginning. And then I just did one photo every day. I used the Collect app to make the actual little Polaroid shapes, and you'll see I've done some 4x6s as well when we flip through this. I just take the photo a day thing, put it in the 3x4 Polaroid shape, and then stick it directly into this as I export it. And I'll walk you through all these little steps, but all of the writing on here, I tried to mostly keep it white, but sometimes white didn't work. So I do have a couple of other colors here and there, or like here I did a little background black. Like I did 2 of the exact same words and then moved the white one slightly over to get that little shadowing effect. I did the same thing here with white, but mostly I used white as much as possible on these just to make it kind of look cohesive, but there's a little bit of color here and there, and then I stuck with basically the same kind of fonts in the program. All of this is from the Little Moments app, and either the Collect app or the Little Moments app no longer is downloadable, so I apologize if you can't find one of them. And it says, look at you go, your pages are awesome. It tells you a couple of things from Becky Higgins. This was the little thing that shipped with my order, which is really cute there. And yeah, so I've got one picture a day. Here is one where I did a little bit different of a layout here. So I have this kind of layout, and then this one I didn't do as a Project Life thing at all. And then here I did like a photo collage with the 3x4 and then a little different photo collage. And any of these photo collage things I do with a different app. It is called PicFrame. So I use PicFrame to make these, and you can do whatever aspect ratio you want. So here I did the 4x6, and then here I did just a 1:1 to make a square. So I wanted a picture of both of them that day. And then this I wanted to show multiple pictures of, and then I just did a big picture here, and then I wanted the explanation for this one. So I've got the square there with the writing on the little card here. Walking through, I'm going to keep them in order because I'm going to stick them in the album in order. And then walking through, there's when we got cloudlit, and like all along the way I've been keeping other photos. I've been taking other photos and printing them or just favoriting them, and then I can print them later. So there is one of Stelly not wearing a shirt, so I'm covering that one up. But there's where February began here, and the same concept. So again, I had to use one of these kind of pages. I just added extra pictures in here. So like this is the 12th. It goes from the 12th to 13th, and I just added a few extra pictures here. Same kind of thing, using the same kind of fonts. Here I did a different one because she's having a quote, and then here is a longer thing. It's a quote. That's just what they look like all the way through. Here's the beginning of March. And this one I tried to keep as all 3x4s. So I ended up using a few of these to fill in some gaps for this. Did a few on here, just one on here. So that's what everything looks like, and I was really happy with it. And now I'm working on April right now. So I'm going to stick these in my album. They might not be in their final place. I might have to move things around. This is my 2022/2023 album right now. And again, like January 3rd, I'm gonna have a title page. So I'm gonna move this and then put my first January layout backwards in here. And that way my title page will be the first page, then the January page starts here. So that's how I'm gonna do this one. Stick it in there. And then it will line up with this January page. And then this is also January, so it can stay there. And then I don't know when this one is. It's also January, so how about I stick the other two Januaries in between these two. That's what I will do. And of course, I have other pictures in my scrapbook as well, so I'll probably look through all of my January photos and decide which ones are gonna get printed and then make room in here before I finalize everything. But these are the two January layouts. I'm gonna stick them back to back and stick them in here. And then this layout, and then I didn't do any other traditional scrapbooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and start February here. And again, I'm gonna blur out things because Stella's not wearing a shirt. She was figuring out how to dress herself. She's been doing really good at dressing herself. So there's that one. There's the next one, and I'm not gonna leave any gaps for these. So I guess I'll do back to back. Oh no, did this one get flipped upside down? Yeah, why is this not opening? That's because it's upside down. Just this one. Okay. I'll stick it in there. And then I'll stick these two back to back. I'll still have other pictures to put in here with everything, but for now, this is how it's gonna look. And then we'll start March here. I've got 3 things for March. All right, so this is the beginning of March. And then I'll have to go through and look through the photos to fill in some gaps and make space for printed photos that will eventually be Project Life spreads. All right, so that's it. They're all in the album. Now let's work on filling in some Project Life app things because I do have some gaps. So I ended up working on one spread and not getting all of it done. So I'll show you guys what it looks like here. So yesterday was the 10th. Today's the 11th. So I still have 9, 8, and 7 left for this. So I have 3 days worth of gaps, and this is something that happens from time to time. It's no big deal. We'll get out of that and we'll go to the Collect app. And this is how I decide what photos are gonna go in the photo a day. You can see today's the 11th. I've got 3 gaps here, and I'm going to set this phone down to hopefully make it a little more steady for you guys without me holding it. It'll be a little steadier. All right. So for this, I'm gonna show it like up on the screen as I'm poking it, and I'm gonna put the actual screen cap here. I'm gonna film this as I'm going. So let's go ahead and record. Now it's recording. Okay, so it'll be up on the screen too, but I want you guys to see like what I'm poking as I'm doing this. So we're gonna go into this number 7, and I'm gonna go to my photo library. And one cool thing about this app, it pulls up all these pictures from the 7. But I don't actually do it like this. I go ahead and cancel out of this and don't save it. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the Little Moments app and find that same photo. And I pick one and then I change it to the 1-to-1 ratio so it's a square. I'm just gonna say floof because he's so floofy. And then I can add my text, double tap it, type it in. I'm just typing in floof. And then I switch it to whatever font I like. I really like this Brusher and also the Brushcraft as 2 of the fonts I use a lot. And floof, and I can resize it, move it around. I'm gonna keep it white. It says floof. And then I go done and save it. And then I go back to the Collect. Then I go back to the Collect app, go back to the 7th, go back to my photo library, floof. And then I add in my words. And that's gonna be my photo a day. And then I just say, okay, and save it. And then I'll go back and do that with all of the couple of gaps that are left. I've still got 8 and 9 there. So I'll do the same exact things for that. And then I go to export here. I can go right down here, export photos, and then you pick your dates. And since I just have 1 to export, I'm gonna pick that day. And then my end day is also gonna be that day. Go back, it shows I only have 1 to export. And I export it to my photo library. It takes a second to export it. Exporting successful. And then I can go over to this Project Life app and put it in. It's this day. I go back to, and there it is. So then I have 2 more to do. I just pop them in and then I'm done. So when I have gaps like that, It's no big deal. It's easy to see where the gaps are because they are grayed out little squares with the numbers instead of actual pictures. So it makes it super easy. Sometimes I keep up with it on a daily basis. Sometimes I skip a few days, especially if I'm having migraine days. I'll skip a few days here and there and it's no big deal. I can easily catch up with this. And there have been quite a few times where I've skipped like 3 or 4 days, no big deal. I just come to it when I can. I've kept up with this. So this is April. I have a few days off. Of course, I can fill that in really quickly. You saw how quickly I can do that. There's March, February, and January, and it's done. I'm just so happy that I'm getting it done. I'm really proud of myself for sticking with it, and especially after getting all of these prints, I'm super happy that I committed to this so that I have a whole album at the end of the year. Even if I don't have the traditional pages done, I still have 3 layouts every month, or about 3 layouts every month that are done. And it makes it so nice to just know that it's going to be done because I'm just keeping up with this little tiny habit, and that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. I know I haven't been posting very much, but I've still been keeping up with it. You can see I've kept up with it, got my stuff printed, and I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making. So I hope you guys will give it a try if you're interested in doing some Project Life. The digital makes it so easy. I hope you guys liked it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. You can see my playlists down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.